What's up YouTube, Not So Supervised here, coming at you with a little bonus video this week. Not really a playthrough, not really like playing anything or doing anything too crazy. Today is more of a I got something cool and I want to show it off video. So, for context, before I show off what I got, for context, in Final Fantasy XIV, which is what this game is, there is player housing. Now, anyone who plays the game knows housing in this game is very difficult to acquire. It's very difficult to get. And to put into perspective how long I've been trying to get a house for about 1.5 years now in this game. Emphasis on was trying. I say that because yesterday, well, at time of recording, yesterday I got a brand new house in Final Fantasy XIV. I was very fortunate in the lottery. I found a plot that I really liked and I had a big strategy and said I'm gonna kinda hold it as long as I can, and then it got to the day before the lottery finished and I decided to throw a house in, throw a bit in the house, and I can say that I got it. So, what is the house looking like? So I'll kind of talk about what the house and what I might do for it as well, maybe down the line, and maybe give a little bit of advice as well on housing and how you can kind of go about, like, what did I do that worked for me and would hopefully work for you in getting a house. So, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to show you Casa del Ale. So this is it. In fact, I'm keeping this because it keeps it better. So, this is my house, and also for those curious who want to stop by, I'm on Brynhildr, Plot 54, Ward 16, the Goblet. So you guys are more than welcome to come have a look. So yeah, let's start off with over here. So we have our little sort of garden area. So one of the perks of having a house is that you can have a garden, so you can kind of grow things and kind of... I'm going to be growing some stuff to try and sell in the marketplace because I need to make some money back. For those wondering how much the house cost, the plot itself was about 3 million gil, 3.1 mil. So yeah, this was one of the cheaper options, which I'm surprised did not get picked up because I thought it would have. But I kind of went for a spot that I thought was going to be overlooked because I think people tend to want to kind of be more kind of closer, like if you're in Goblet closer to Brimming Heart, that's kind of the social spot. We've got a little hot spring here. I went for the Hingen one. There is the Alpine one. I feel like the Alpine would have actually went better with the way the house looks, but the Alpine's quite big. So if I'd went for that, then I wouldn't be able to put the garden in here because I think that the Alpine comes out to about here, so it's like, it's pretty beefy. We've got a little tree here, hanging bench. I've got the kitchen, so you know, Ali could rustle up some food and have a little seat. Got a training dummy here, a little striking dummy. So a lot of houses tend to have this. Main reason being, a lot of the owners tend to kind of do like some of the high-end raids, and this is a good way for practice. So I thought I'll buy myself one. This is the Thavnarium one, which is slightly cheaper. This is probably one of the cheapest ones I could find. Over here we've got a little kind of fireplace, so if it's a night like this, the moon's out, the stars are out, we can sit by the fire, chill, and just relax. Got a little deck here just for a little bit of privacy, and we've also got like a little camping area here, and of course we've got our Chocobo stable with Twitch Prime holding the fort. Don't you just love Twitch Prime's outfit? I mean, look at it. Look at the Barden. You're Jimbo Barden, by the way, for those wondering. And we've also got our retainer here, Hubert. He stands guarding this house like the badass that he is. So yeah, that's pretty much the outside. So the inside. Now, I just want to kind of say, I am not like an interior designer. Okay, I have played House Flipper, but I am now by no means a housing aficionado when it comes to decorating. So up here, so I've got 2 floors in this house. Smalls get 2 floors, mediums get 3, but pretty much, so a medium pretty much be an upstairs, but the same sort of size as this. And large gets like 3 massive floors. So this is the upstairs area. So this is kind of the living area, you know, can kind of chill, hang out here, kind of like if I'm having friends around, this is pretty much the chill spot. And also, for those wondering how I got this, level checker replica, and then a hanging sideboard. So put in the level checker first, then put in the sideboard, and you can make it look as if there's a TV. So this is kind of, it's a nice little cozy area. Didn't want to kind of add too much to it. I thought kind of keep it simple. We've got our estate maid servant and our menders here. So while I'm here, I'm just going to repair my stuff. Yes, I could do the repair myself, but I'm lazy. And down here, which is probably my favourite part of the house, we've got a little lounge area. So we've got like a sort of crystal tower. Like, it always looks like a big screen TV, which I really like. You know, so we've got crystal tower, we've got a couple of instruments. Again, a little kitchen area, we've got a material supplier. So I can kind of use them. It's like if I need some gill and I tend to kind of need it quite a lot, I just realised I could have bought ash logs here. So I've been trying to do, like I'm trying to make my gill back, and I spent a bit of time getting ash logs, and I could have just bought it for 12 gold. Like, so I could have got 9 for 108 gold, and then could have just went ham making firewoods and make like 9k at least. So I'll need to remember that, because I'm trying to get my gill back, because I've lost a lot of gill. Now, you might think, oh, is that the lounge? That it's a bit cramped. This is probably my favourite part. So, you see I've got some nice bookcases here, but when you walk up, look at this. This is like my Ali's own little private hideaway. Nice little private spot. So we've got a pottery table, we've got a bunk bed here, little hot tub, an ending journey so we can watch some stuff. So yeah, it's quite a nice little bit. In terms of what I'd like to do in the future, so in the future, I am hopefully going to offer up this house for LunarCon. I'd like to kind of offer this for like the founders to use as either like a meet and greet spot, or like even like an RP venue, just something, you know, because I'd like to see it used, and I feel like this is a nice spot and it's in a nice area. Like, it's like I've actually met my neighbour. Like, moved, like once I got everything set up, like my neighbour actually came in and kind of said, hey, welcome to the neighbourhood. So that was really nice. So yeah, all in all, I really like it. So LunarCon is something that I really want to kind of offer this up for. Post LunarCon, I might turn this room, like, and I might take everything out of here, and I might turn this into like a workshop, because like you can get stuff, so I can kind of bring up here. So you can get indoor furnishings, interactive. So you can get stuff like these, like alchemy furnaces, looms, like benches, and what I would love to do is basically turn this room, either this room or upstairs, and turn it into a massive forge. Just like a massive workshop where I can have everything out and kind of almost like make it so that Ali's like looking to kind of create the perfect weapons. So that's kind of an idea that I did have, and I think I could go along with it. Not just now though, because I said this house was about 3.2 million. So just about that, I said 3.1 earlier, just under 3.2 mil. In terms of decorating and getting everything in, I have spent about 2 million gil just in decorations. Like, all of this stuff, and like upstairs in the garden cost about 2 million gil. So I'm glad I have a lot of gil sitting in my retainers, because holy hell, this all got splurged. But it's, as I say, it's quite a nice little bit. So yeah, I've kind of proclaimed it as teammates, so I'll kind of talk as well. So when I got this, so I got this Sunday 29th of January. It's Monday 30th just now. So I got this, when this goes out, I've got this like days ago. The Sunday was probably the most stressful day of my life. Like, so I made the dive for this about 24 hours before, I think it was just over 24 hours before the lottery had finished. Like, I got to Saturday and I've been running around every single ward, kind of checking houses, see what I've been bidded on, and then I got to Saturday and I think there was about 16 goblet plots left. And I sat there and I went, I think I've got to make a dive for one. I thought, by that point, 95% of people were in for a house. I've got to make a dive for one. So I made a dive for this. Why? I felt as if it was kind of away from the kind of big social area, which was the Brim and Hartford here. I thought it's quite a bit away. It's an overlooked bit. You know, people might look at it and go, it's maybe not a nice spot, which I get. You know, people want a bit with nice views. Like, off the top of my head, Mist is quite popular because people want like the beach, which I wanted personally, but they took up quite quick, so I could see why people would maybe overlook it. So I went for this in the hopes that people would. So I woke up the next morning. It was about 5 hours or so before the lottery had finished. No one else had bid. I was the only bidder, and managed to hold out in this for at least another few hours. And it got to like 2:30. Now, I've been keeping myself occupied by doing Sky Steel tools. I finally got one, by the way. And like, it got to about 2:30 and I'm like, right, I'm going to go camp out this plot. Also, I have a gingerbread house in my ward, so I'm in the fun one. But yeah, gonna meet my neighbour here. They're lovely. And they actually said it was nice to have a neighbour again. So yeah, I managed to hold out, and 3 o'clock hit and I was cheering and I was in tears. Like, I've been spending so much time trying to get a house in this game. So, my advice for housing. Simply, wait until new houses kind of come up. That's my advice, because I got very fortunate in this. Like, because with this lottery, this was the second lottery after new houses got added. So, oh, that's on sale. Nice. So, in this lottery, well, this patch for 6.3, there were new wards added. We had wards 26 to 30 added. So, a lot of new wards, a lot of houses up, and like, I think about, there was 1,650. I think for this lottery there was about 250 houses in small up for bid. So I got quite fortunate, because 250, you might think, oh, that's still quite a good lot. When you consider how many people play 14 and are on a server, it's not a lot. And this is in a shared ward as well. So FCs and individuals can have a house. So I got quite fortunate. So, but yeah, my advice genuinely is probably wait until new houses come up. And if you don't want to wait for new houses, like, at this point it's probably going to be quite tough now to get a house. There might be like a few about here and there. Like, at one point in Brynhilder, there was a lottery going up and there was only two houses available. And I think across the two houses, I think there was a total of like 600 plus bids. So with this, you've got to be really in it to win it. But if there's a new housing kind of lot that comes up, new ward, or better yet, a new housing area. Now, I haven't heard of any plans for a new housing area yet, but I reckon the next one, because we've had the 3 ARR areas, we've had Ishgard get theirs. They got theirs not even a year ago now. I think it was about 6 months ago. Shirogane is Kugani's one, and that's been in the game for a while. So I reckon the next area is likely either going to be Crystarium, which would be an absolute dream, or Old Charlene. I reckon one of those two places, because like Old Charlene has like a little path, and a lot of people have speculated, hey, I was about to go as my stuff growing, but no, it's just a tree. But yeah, so that's all you can really do, is just try to keep plugging away, and when it does get to a point where there is new housing available, hold out for the longest time. Like, genuinely, try and hold. Because what happened in the last lottery was I shot myself in the foot by going too early. There was a place I wanted and I put in a bid and I hoped that no one else would go for it, people would be deterred. I didn't fool anyone. Like, people still went for it and I lost it. But by holding it here, I didn't shoot myself in the foot. Yes, there were maybe houses going that maybe would have been better, but if I'd waited for them, I could have lost them. So, my advice is just get a house. If you haven't got a house, just try and get a house somewhere, even if it's in a plot that you're not really keen on. It's better to get a house and have it and relocate down the line than to try and stab at something that you could be against, like, multiple other people. Because that's what's happened in this lottery. Like, there are people in private wards, like, off the top of my head, I was looking at Imperium, and there was one house in the ward. It was a private ward, one house, and I seen 5 people in for it. So 4 people lost out, probably more than that now. But imagine losing out in a house. Whereas if they had looked elsewhere, they could have got a house somewhere. Like, I wanted Mist, but I ended up going for Goblet. I was happy with a Goblet because I've actually had a place in the Goblet with the FC and I quite liked it. So I'd rather settle in Goblet, and then down the line, if more places come up, then I could put in a bid somewhere. And at least then I've got a guaranteed house. And like, I was gonna sit and chat with FC mates, and like, they were all going, "Oh my god, congrats!" I'm like, "Yes, I finally got it." So that was kind of hype. But yeah, I think that's about it. Like, I didn't want to make a big long video. As I say, it was just a quick little house tour, just to kind of say I got something. But yeah, I'm still kind of like, I've had this house now over 24 hours and I'm still sitting here like, is this actually mine? Like, I can't, like, I refuse to believe that this is actually my house now. Like, after a year and a half or so of trying, and I've had so many close shaves. Like, I've had 2 lotteries where I've been 1 out. The last lottery, and then there was a lottery like months ago. I think I was number 31 and 32 won. And yeah, that was pain. So for me to finally get this, like, people might say it's just a house, it's not really that big a deal. I have a spot to call my own now, and it's so nice. And as I said, like, I've got a lovely neighbour, I've got a gingerbread house in my view as well, like, and that makes it even better. So yeah, this is everything I could have hoped for and more. As I said, I might turn this into a full-on forge if I get money for it, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I think that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little bonus video. Like, I didn't want to do anything too crazy. I thought I'd just kind of show off the house. And as I said, if you do want to visit, here is the info again. So if you're on Brynhilder, it is the Goblet, 16th Ward, plot 54. And there's also a message book in my house. In fact, I'll kind of show it. So if you do stop by, you're more than welcome. My door's always open, so you can come in, have a look, and you can sign the message book. And yeah, like, overall, I am super happy. I love it. As I said earlier on, I'm not a big aficionado when it comes to decorating houses. Like, and I was kind of decorating on a budget, so I tried to make it as best as I could, and I'm happy with it. So yeah, that is my house, all in its glory. It looks so nice. So if you'll excuse me, Ali is going to go nap because she's had a long day of decorating, and I think I will call it there for the video. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it's something a little different, content wise. But yeah, I really want to show it off, because if you've got me on Twitter, you'll know what I was like. Like, you'll be like, it was my time finally. So yeah, I'm going to call it there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you, as I say, my door is open. If you want to come see it, you're more than welcome. And who knows, I might kind of get to work. And if down the line I do have ideas. Like, as I said, I want to make this downstairs area into a forge. I think that'd be pretty neat. So I might try and do that at some point. But we'll see. I could do an updated one maybe down the line if I decide to do it. I could do an updated like house tour. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show off my house. I need an excuse to kind of be that kind of person. But like, here's my house, here's my garden, here's my bedroom. And for those wondering if I'm like, did you think I was going to give you an IRL house tour? My house is boring. Anyway, I'm going to go and do stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later, my friends.